On 3 ways to guarantee your inheritance through life insurance. Life insurance is the easiest way to make your kids millionaires. Key components to a life insurance policy that you want to be the beneficiary of. And when you have these 3 missing elements, it gets in the way of the intention not being seen through. And insurance companies bank on you not making the payments, dropping the policies. And if you drop out, guess what? You do not get the benefit of the policy. If you have a husband, living boyfriends, if you have children by that man, any of those 3 things, you should have a life policy. You should be a beneficiary. But that alone is not enough. And I'm talking to the women right now. Y'all men, y'all could follow through. Y'all could do the same thing. But I'm talking to the women because women have a longer life expectancy than men. We're not having kids young. A policy on your husband, on a policy on your baby daddy. Americans, I really got to get in the habit of seeing like long visions, and y'all men, y'all don't like talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So just because your children are grown, you know what I'm saying? Like you got one, not only be the beneficiary, but be the owner. Because if you're only the beneficiary, your name can get changed at any time if you're only the beneficiary. Sometimes we get things in the moment. Wow, life is good. Everybody's happy. One thing about long-term relationships, anything can happen. You could, infidelity is high on the radar. You can own the policy. If you own the policy, nobody can change the beneficiary but yourself. So that's one way, okay? The other way is becoming a irrevocable beneficiary. Means as long as that policy is valid, you falling out of love, what I'm saying? I don't feel they're saying, everybody go out their feelings. So when feelings change, other things may change. So you being a beneficiary may change, even though you've been invested for X amount of years. So how can you protect yourself as a beneficiary? You being a beneficiary cannot be revoked, meaning your name cannot ever be taken off the policy. Now, these type of changes can only be made if this policy is a ownership policy. If it lapses, that means you got to start all over again. You're going to lose benefits. You may not be in the same health that you originally was when you got the first policy. So protect the policy from a lapse is a very key component of seeing this policy through. Well, it's very important to add a secondary address. Get it sent to mama house, grandma house, somebody's house that's going to be notified like, hey, you ain't made a payment in 45 days, or 40 days. You got 5 days left to make a payment or this policy will not be enforced. Like I said, buying life insurance is a long-term commitment. So these are 3 ways to guarantee your inheritance through life insurance. Parents, see, this is guaranteeing your inheritance. Making sure your man has a life insurance policy that you are the irrevocable beneficiary, the owner of the policy, and having a secondary address notification. Think about that most stable person in your family that don't be relocating, and that's where you want the secondary address to be, okay? Third, you always want to have a contingent, okay? You always have a contingent. Never have minors as the beneficiary because they will never receive the benefits. Go straight to the state if there is not a grown-up as the beneficiary. That's important. So yeah, if you want more information, I think I dropped our website, company's website, mpgagents.com. So I hope that this was helpful. being that life insurance is a foundational product, you know, we like to talk about zesty things like stock buying, zesty things like business ownership. All of those are zesty, you know, zesty. We want to talk about property investments, all these things. But the guaranteed way to guarantee your legacy, to guarantee a protection of your income, the only way is through life insurance. That is a guarantee. It's a hedge of protection of life changes, economic changes. Think about making sure you have your foundational product, which is life insurance. I gotta go. Bye, guys.